Hello, this is Vincent Phipps, CSP, Certified Speaker Professional. Something just happened right now that I want you all to appreciate in terms of your decision making and how you go about taking advantage of opportunities. There are times that we tell ourselves that if it was meant to be, or if it was going to happen, let it happen, or fate tells me, and we say all of these arbitrary statements to justify when something bad or good happens. Let me be clear with you all. There are certain times where things are supposed to be taken advantage of, and you just miss out. You just made a bad decision. You just took too long. And sometimes it can be emotionally gratifying to miss out on an opportunity and then say, well, if it was meant to be, it would have happened. Well, sometimes what was meant to be is you should have stepped up. Sometimes what was meant to be is you should have said yes. Sometimes what was meant to be is you should have taken advantage of an opportunity that was presented to you, and you were a knucklehead and you took too long and you failed to step up and you missed out. I don't want that to happen to you. So I want you all to be aware of something. Don't let your ambiguity keep you from an opportunity. What? It's really early right now. I am on my way to a speaking engagement, and as you can tell, I'm in the airport on my way to my next speaking engagement. I always leave very early because I want to make sure that in the event there's any delays or flight changes, that I'm always there for my client. So I always leave on the earliest flight possible. As you can see, I'm still in the airport. It's super early. There's hardly anybody in the airport. Wait for them to stop talking. Here's what just happened right now that made me want to do this video about how your ambiguity can keep you from an opportunity. I am awaiting for my flight, and the airline announces that they want someone to give up their seat. For those of you who travel, you know this is very common, that airlines will deliberately oversell their seats. I have the honor of traveling anywhere from 85 to 95 times a year, so traveling is very common to me. I know that it is normal procedure for flights to oversell their seats, not a big deal. The announcement was that if there's a person who's willing to give up their seat, the airline would give them a $350 voucher. Now, if you don't fly that much, or if you are strapped for cash, you know that $350, it's not bad. It's decent. You can and that's $350 off. So you can use that for food or for clothing or for airline tickets, anything you want. $350 cash. There was a lady next to me that said, I might think about doing that. And I said to her, go for it. Go get it. Then she says to me, I'm gonna wait and see how high they'll get. I was like, okay. So then about 10 minutes later, nobody took advantage of that opportunity. Then the airline makes a second announcement, and they say, now we're gonna offer a $600 voucher. Now it's $600. They got my attention. I travel a lot, and I'm fortunate to have an opportunity where I get to see the country and see the world. 95% of the time, my clients pay for my flights. Even when they don't pay for the full flight, I'm fortunate to travel a lot. I have memberships for almost every major airline. I have a ton of freaking flyer miles. I haven't paid for a full flight in probably 20 years. And I love having the freedom to fly. But $600? $600 could get you pretty much a round trip flight coach anywhere in America. And if you like to travel, you like to fly, $600, ain't nothing to laugh at. So they got my attention. I found out that they wanted someone who would forfeit going on the flight and that they have to leave the next morning. Couldn't do that because I had to be there for the client, so I couldn't do that opportunity. But man, I wanted to. Sat back down. The lady says, I think about doing that. And I said, $600, go for it. Go do it. And she said, no, I'm gonna see how high they'll get. Then I asked her the question that made me realize I need to let people know about this. I'm still in the air. I hope you can hear me still. I'm in the airline, sorry. I asked the lady this question. I asked her, what amount are you waiting to hear? I'm going to say that again. I asked the lady next to me who had procrastinated twice on doing nothing about these flights. I said, what amount, what number, what is the value that you are waiting for that'll make you get up, walk over there and say, yes, I'll take the voucher and I'll leave the next morning. What are you waiting to hear? She said, well, I just want to see. I just want to see how they get. I'm just curious. I want to see how they get. I take it if it's high enough. And I said, well, what amount is high enough? What amount are you waiting for? And then she looked at me like, who are you? Who are you? Why are you questioning me? And I realized that this conversation's over. So I decided to leave her alone. So I moved from my seat. And then they announced that they were going to go up to $750. What? $750, and they said they'll book you on the first flight out that morning. Now that's maybe an 18-hour difference, and they were going to give you $750. She still didn't do anything. She started talking to the people around her. I'm thinking about doing it. If they get high enough, This went on for about 15 minutes, and then out of nowhere, there comes a guy who wasn't even sitting in our section. He walks up and he says, give me $1,000 and I'll give up my seat. The lady behind the counter didn't even hesitate. She says, thank you, starts typing on her monitor, gives the guy a voucher for $1,000. You can go 2 or 3 places in America. You can take somebody with you. And once again, this is cash voucher. This you use it for food, for anything in the airport. You can upgrade. You can get more meals, flights. You can get 2 or 3 flights, and there's no expiration date. And he took advantage of it. And then the lady next to me starts complaining, saying, if they would have said 1,000 at first, I would have did it. If they would have said it, and I'm realizing, lady, you had your chance. You had your opportunity. And there were 2 things that were missed. There were 2 things that were missed in this opportunity. Number 1, we failed to understand our own value. The lady had no idea of what was a good deal. She was just going to wait. And sometimes when you wait long, you wait wrong. You had an opportunity and you blew it. Then there was a second thing. She asked no questions. She didn't say, when does the flight leave? What does this include? What is the duration? What time frame do I have? When is the next flight out? How high will you go? She said nothing. So she waited too long, and then she asked no questions, and she was ambiguous. And I want you all to understand that we all have an obligation to take advantage of opportunities when they are presented to us. One of my mentors, Delatoro McNeil II, he taught me the following. Opportunities do not go away. They go to somebody else. I'm going to say that again. One of my mentors, Delatoro McNeil II, he taught me, opportunities do not go away. They go to somebody else. And what happened with this lady is what happens to a lot of us. We are ambiguous about what we want. We don't know our value. We don't ask any questions, and we take too long to make decisions. When this happens to us, we just don't miss out on $1,000 of free flights. We don't just miss out on a good relationship. We don't just miss out on a better professional opportunity. We don't just miss out on getting a new deal. We miss out on maximizing the quality of our lives because we don't understand our value. And although it is ridiculously early and I am posting this video, as you can see, there's nobody in the airport right now. I'm wanting you guys to realize that opportunities are everywhere. And there are times where you want to ask questions. There are times where you want more information. There are times where you want to step back and reevaluate. And I'm not saying to be hasty in your decision making. I'm telling you that there are times you have to step up. You have to take advantage. You have to say yes. You have to try something. Don't just sit back and wait. Because opportunities will not go away. Thank you, Delatoro. Opportunities go to somebody else. And don't let your ambiguity keep you from an opportunity. I'm going to say that one more time. Don't let your ambiguity keep you from an opportunity. Thank you.